G'day and happy Cocktail Fridays. As always, I'm your host Troy. Today we're making a Pink Panther.
First day being pink?
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
This recipe calls for amaretto, vodka, pineapple juice and grenadine. Into a shaker, add 45 ml of amaretto, 45 ml of vodka, 60 ml of pineapple juice, and a squirt of grenadine syrup. Add ice and shake. Add some ice to the glass, then pour your mixture over the ice. Garnish with some pink and white marshmallows. And you're done. Tell us what you would do to improve this recipe. See you next time. G'day, thank you for staying around. Join me if you like for the talk through part of this video. Otherwise, I'll see you later on. Thank you for sticking around. So this particular recipe, the Pink Panther, I was just looking for a recipe that I could use marshmallows with, and I was just looking for basically a recipe that was pink in colour to match the marshmallows. Normally they use maraschino cherries as a garnish for this one, but look, some of the times when I make cocktails they don't turn out to be very tasty, but this one was quite nice, and the marshmallows gave that a little bit of a lift. Perhaps in the afternoon when I was making this I needed a bit of a sugar fix, and that really helped me along anyway. So give it a try and see what you think. G'day and happy Cocktail Fridays. As always, I'm your host Troy. Today you'll also notice that my rotation of Hawaiian or party shirts or whatever you want to call them is getting quite limited. I'm going to have to make another shop to the local Lowe's Manhattan and buy some more for this season. I just keep forgetting I've only got about 5 different shirts in my wardrobe, and they only come out for this video. I don't really wear them out much these days. With these cocktail recipes, I would really much prefer to be using pineapple juice that hasn't been sweetened, but I'm finding it incredibly difficult to find. So it's either the sweetened pineapple or the tropical mix, you know what I mean? That grenadine that I use is fantastic. I get it at Dan Murphy's or BWS, I think. I have tried more expensive options, and I think it's a little bit, they're a little bit too what's the word I'm looking for? Sour, I guess is the word. And red cordial's too sweet. So this is a perfect thing that I like to use. In this recipe, people also add lemon juice and rose water. I don't think it needs it. I think if you're going to do it that way, it's turning into a completely different drink. What else can I tell you about this drink? Nothing else, to be honest with you. One of the best investments I've made with my camera, what do you want to call it, bag of tricks, is putting the dolly wheels onto that stand so I can move it forward and backwards. It just makes things a lot faster for setting up when shooting. I've thought about incorporating the whole length of shaking with the cocktail when I'm making these drinks, but it would just take such a long time, and I'm not really sure if people really need to see. I'm sure you know, if you're watching the video, you understand that time has lapsed since I started shaking, you know. mils of vodka. I don't always, well, in terms of cutaways, I don't always cut away to Family Guy. It just seems that lately those videos are the ones that have 60 mils of the most relevance. And what I try and do is find a funny video that's related to the recipe. I've stopped using songs because the songs get immediately blocked or restricted on YouTube, even if it's like just 2 or 3 seconds, which I think is unfortunate because, you know, like it's and a squirt of grenadine. You're lacking exposure for those songs from other people. It's not like I'm trying to use the whole song and saying here that, you know, listen to this song and ice, you know, pay for my advertising revenue. Also with my camera setup, I thought about having, well, I did actually try to have 2 cameras so I didn't have to swap, see how I'm changing different camera angles here. I did have 2 cameras set up, but I found it actually is a lot more difficult because one is having that second camera, keeping that out of frame for the close-ups is really hard, and also 2 is being able to see and shake, lining up my shot when I'm looking into the camera is also a little bit difficult. It just seemed to take a lot longer in terms of editing. Look at me multitasking there, giving it a good clean while I'm shaking and setting up. This is what I like to call being efficient. And I think at this point is when the guy with the whippersnipper was outside, so I probably was going to just wait for a second then to see what happened, and then he stopped, luckily. That's me drinking coffee. It is 7 o'clock on a Wednesday morning that I'm doing this voiceover. I'm in New South Wales, Australia, and we have a long weekend coming up this weekend, and I'm looking forward to getting out and seeing some bands and doing some fun stuff like that. My band has a gig on the 12th of October on the Central Coast at a venue called Link and Pin, and it's free if you want to come. The fun starts at 6 p.m. Then pour your mixture over the ice. We're getting ready for the final pour here. One fun fact about this cocktail, the cream on the top, I wasn't actually expecting that to happen. But when you think about it, pineapple juice does have a lot of very fine granules in it. Garnish. So, and I have seen some recipes to add egg white, and I just don't think it's required, to be honest. I mean, if I saw the different recipe that had egg white, I might have added that in when I first did this. But to me, the foam at the top was perfect. And when you do watch a video, you can see that while I do use that sink to chuck stuff into, I'm normally making it very carefully out of frame so people can't see it, or it's on an angle that it can't be seen from the camera. It's just very convenient for me. And again, that's just me holding up to the camera, so that gets cut in at the beginning when I say today I'm making a blah blah blah. You can see me showing that cocktail finished. and that's part of my what do you want to call it? The format of this show. And we are almost there at the end.
And you're done. Tell us what you would do to improve this recipe.
So I'd like to take this time to say I'm out now for my voiceover recording, and I'll let other Troy say goodbye.
Thank you for sticking around. See you in the next recipe.